And then just the last question off the top of my head, when it comes to reading comp, I did find when I first started studying, and now that I'm a handful of months into this process, a lot of the passages I found, to put in the most simplest terms, very boring. And I found, zoning out. And I did see at the very beginning of the course in one of the foundational videos that was posted about reading comp that you had recommended, reading specific articles and stuff like that to kind of get your brain in the comfortable zone of, reading those lengthy, wordy articles and stuff like that. So I didn't take a picture of it when I watched the video. So just off the top of your head, do you have any recommendations of articles I could be reading to just better familiarize myself with, boring passages and long big boy passages like that?
Sure. What topics don't you like for passages?
Oh, humanities. That's my worst. That is definitely my worst.
Okay. Can you be more specific? Are there any passages in particular that you didn't like, or any topics within humanities you don't like, or is it just all of it?
It's unfortunate to say, but just any humanities passage that I get, it's just immediately I'm like, oh gosh, here we go. This is the humanities one. And I want to say just anything historically, just that's super specific that I'm not familiar with. And I do recall you saying in one of your old videos, it's better if you are familiar with the topic, but it could also hurt you in the end while you're going through questions and stuff like that. So I just found that a lot of the humanities passages that were discussing things that I just had no idea about threw me for a curveball, and it would just kind of overwhelm me. And I would just, be second guessing myself while I was going through answer choices, which I usually don't do with the science passages or the law passages. I can easily just go through and confidently answer them. But I did find with the humanities passage, it was more of a struggle for me. And I was second guessing myself going through, not really as confident as I should be with those guys.
Gotcha. Yeah. So I would recommend Arts and Letters Daily,
Okay.
aldaily.com.
Okay.
They link to a bunch of different articles on the kinds of topics that show up in humanities passages. And so just reading those and getting more comfortable with them and getting more familiar with the kinds of topics they cover, it'll definitely translate over to LSAT reading comp passages. And then, of course, there are nearly 400 released passages. And so there's truly nothing better than just looking at the old passages themselves. You could pull from the first 10 or 20 exams that you might not otherwise ever touch and just read them over your morning coffee. That kind of thing. Thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already to be notified of new episodes as I release them. And feel free to reach out if you need anything at all as you move forward with your prep. I'm happy to help however I can. In the meantime, I wish you all the best and take care.